All right, everyone. Welcome to SportsPage podcast. Here with Cameron. Introduce yourself.
I'm Cameron.
Oh my God. Okay. So we're just gonna talk about some general news and shenanigans that went around the sports world: football, baseball, basketball, even though I don't like that, but got some basketball experts over here.
I'm not an expert, but I know a little bit.
All right. So yeah. Okay. Here we go. First thing recently, this came out today. Wentz has a back injury and is not expected to play this week, or may not even the rest of the year, which is interesting. That would definitely hurt the chances for the Eagles to make the playoffs, obviously.
My take on it is I don't think the Eagles are making the playoffs anyway, so he's not going to play this week, and I don't know who they're playing this week. Who are they playing this week?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I know they're playing someone they're playing the Rams on Sunday Night Football. That's what they're doing. So that's going to be an L, and that'll put them at 6-8. And there's no way they're catching the Cowboys. And that wild card race is too tight. The Eagles are just, I don't know. It's just weird to see Super Bowl champs like this. I had higher expectations for them this year, but just haven't come through ever since that comeback loss to the Panthers in like week 4 or whatever it was. That really hurt them. Wentz should probably just sit the rest of the year. It's kind of a lost season for the Eagles, and they should just get healthy for next year and just rest their franchise quarterback.
Yeah, their O-line's been hurt this year. That was a big Sunday night. That was a good game on Sunday night. They played the Cowboys. That was a big game to lose. That pretty much gave the division to Dallas. They have all momentum going forward with Washington being hurt everywhere, and then have Mark Sanchez getting benched, like all that. That's just...
Josh Johnson's low-key a stud, though.
That's bad. I didn't even know who that is. Apparently, where's he from? AFL or something?
The AAF is a new league. He was the first overall pick to the team from San Diego.
It's the Scrub Boys League. Who knows?
Not the Scrub Boys. Don't be disrespectful.
Who knows who that guy is? I mean, that just shows how bad Mark Sanchez is.
He could play a little. I mean,
he came in and
he dotted up the Giants a little. Can't lie.
He did all right. He held his own for sure. But if Wentz is in fact out for the rest of the year, that would effectively end the Eagles season.
And it's pretty much over already, even with Wentz healthy.
So Philly had a great run last year, got a little lucky, but it worked out last year, but not this year.
How about the boys though? That Amari Cooper trade is looking real nice. It's basically just confirming what my thoughts were when the trade actually happened was. People were freaking out about the Cowboys giving away a lottery pick to not a lottery pick, but like a mid first round pick to the Raiders. But the Cowboys had different thoughts. They thought Cooper could propel them into the playoffs, and he's doing exactly that. So now that pick's not even going to be that good for the Raiders. And when that trade happened, I was like, it could work out for both sides because the Raiders are getting what they want, first round pick, let John Gruden draft what he wants, and Cowboys are getting that number 1 receiver they've been missing, and their offense has boomed ever since they got him. He's been legit.
Jerry Jones pulling some strings and actually worked out this time. The Raiders GM getting fired. I mean, that was kind of inevitable.
Their GM's John Gruden anyway, so.
He was just he was taking that position legally.
From what I saw, it wasn't even John Gruden that fired him. It was the owner.
Mark Davis?
Yeah, Mark Davis.
Okay. If you look at the dude's haircut, that just tells you all you need to know about him. He just got one of those bowl cuts. It's bad. Yeah, that's... Oh, there was another thing about the Raiders. What was it? The city of Oakland sued the Raiders.
Why?
I don't know. I gotta kind of...
I saw that they currently do not have a place to go for the 2020 season. I saw that. Here.
Let's see. Oakland sues Raiders. It's weird. The city of Oakland filed a lawsuit against the Oakland Raiders and the National Football League over the team's planned move to Vegas, a development that could prompt the Raiders to leave the city sooner than expected. Oh, so they're... Okay. So, they're being pushed out of Oakland, essentially.
Yeah, they wanted to leave, and Oakland's not happy about it.
Well, I guess I have to deal with it. I don't know if Vegas is the best place for them, just because there's a lot of other things to do in Vegas.
I don't know. It's kind of booming now. I mean, the Golden Knights had a great first season there, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be popping there pretty soon.
Yeah.
The Raiders going there.
Because they have the
Golden Knights are rocking.
They have all those picks, so maybe by then they'll be good. So we'll have to see about that. Lamar Jackson remaining the starter this week. I don't see why that's news. That shouldn't be news. He's been playing.
They're 3-1. 3-1 with Lamar Jackson as a starter and almost beat Kansas City. So it's time enough for that. I mean, that's not really. I would have been absolutely blown away if Harbaugh would have came out and been like, yeah, Flacco's gone back to being the starter. I think the whole NFL would have done a riot.
Yeah, the elite Joe Flacco, as you call him, is finally stepping down, letting the young guy come in. Lamar Jackson, he still is, the passing's inconsistent, but that dynamic with him running is just, they run the ball 40 times a game, and you don't know who's going to. They don't. They don't know. No one knows who's going to. The fact that he kept up with Kansas City in that offense, granted, they did play the Baltimore's defense, and they're top 2 defense in the league, whatever they are. It shows how Lamar Jackson has the upside to lead that team, and it's a good system for him to be in since they have a good defense and can run the ball and kind of run the game that way.
Yeah, the Ravens can finally play the style they want, is play to that defense and just melt the clock away with running the ball. Gus Edwards is giving them a nice boost. Kenneth Dixon is finally healthy, although who knows for how long. He's not suspended now. Don't know how long that'll be because he's had a lot of issues staying on the field, but he's got some talent. That run game is real nice for them. Lamar Jackson, if he learns how to pass the ball, watch out NFL.
Yeah, get some receivers.
Be dangerous.
Get some. Although you disagree with me on this, but
the receivers are good.
They need new receivers.
They're lacking a number one, but what they have is more than enough.
Willie Snead, Michael Crabtree. You're saying they're good receivers?
Yes, John Brown, Willie Snead, and Crabtree is a fine receiving core.
Oh, they're just a washed receiving core.
They're not washed.
They are washed.
No, they're not. Michael Crabtree maybe, but he still puts up decent numbers. John Brown's a speed threat downfield, and Willie Snead's a really consistent slot guy. He gets the job done.
They need to draft a receiver.
If you go look at Snead, every single game, he's 5 catches, 60 yards. Every game. He's extremely consistent. He gives you exactly what you want over the middle, which is a tough guy that can go get the ball, and he's just reliable. He's like a tight end that they lack ever since Dennis Pitta got injured.
They drafted someone, Hayden Hurst
and Mark Andrews, but they haven't really.
I haven't heard anything
come into their own like they were supposed to. But
they need to get a receiver in the draft. You can't continue down this road with Lamar Jackson without having another dynamic playmaker.
They're definitely lacking a number one, but the receivers they have now are fine.
Well, if they actually get a receiver that the defense has to respect,
they gotta respect John Brown.
Okay, all right, fine. John Brown, he's fast. They don't have to respect him running routes. He's running fly routes and drags.
You don't give the Ravens receivers enough credit, man.
No, they're bad.
Watch some tape and then tell me.
I don't have tape. I'm not paying the
before Flacco got injured, he was among the league leaders in pass yards, and that's not an accident. So I don't know what you're talking about.
How does that happen? They don't even pass the ball that much.
Yeah, they do.
You'd think they would just run.
That offense is underrated.
Yeah.
By people like you that think the receivers they're trash.
They are trash.
They're not.
They are trash.
They're not. Matter ratings aren't everything, all right? Gotta look at the real life stuff.
But they're not. Okay. All right. Fine. Whatever. Still, they're not good. All right, here we go. Now, moving on. MLB winter meetings going on right now. New York reportedly was bringing back J.A. Happ, although conflicting reports have said it's not done yet, but it's close. This is obviously big for the Yankees. J.A. Happ, great season last year. The Yankees need that starting pitching. They don't really have anyone other than, I guess they have Tanaka and Severino, but J.A. Happ would really solidify that third spot.
Sign him.
They'll sign him.
Sign him.
No,
that way, then that way the Mets won't trade Syndergaard to him. So there we go.
What are the Mets thinking of?
Nothing has happened.
The fact that they're even thinking about trading Syndergaard is just
we're exploring
insane.
the options. We're not trading Syndergaard unless we're getting literally a top 25, maybe even higher, and like league prospect, MLB prospect, and it would take another 2 or 3 top 15 organizational prospects, which no team will give us. The Padres are being extremely stubborn as far as giving up prospects. They will not give up any of their top guys, and therefore Syndergaard's not moving.
But Syndergaard's, he's only, what is he, 26?
26, yes.
He's 26. How many years left till free agency? 3?
He's got 3 more years of team
Why
control.
even think about that? You guys just came out and traded for Edwin Diaz.
Because we can replace him with the free agent market. Although with Corbin signing to the Nationals,
you're saying you can replace Syndergaard? You can replace the 104
Yes.
mile an hour two seamers?
No,
that go across the plate? Are you serious?
He hasn't been that good. Okay, he had 1 good year. He's been injured. He's been in and out of the lineup. It's just not
Selling low. It's one thing you don't do. You don't sell low.
No. He's still, his value is sky high, but
because of the years after.
I wouldn't be that upset because we still have the Cy Young winner in DeGrom. We have Wheeler, who looked really good second half of last year.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Go look at Wheeler's numbers for me, please.
Continue.
He had like the 3rd best ERA in the majors in the second half of the season. So check your facts before you make these claims. All right.
Okay, I'm just saying
Steven Matz is in sometimes hot, sometimes cold. We can bring we strengthen the bullpen. Lugo or Gazelman, who were fantastic out of the bullpen, can go back into a starting role. Like, we can replace him, and we can get a free agent.
You cannot replace Syndergaard. You can't.
But if we get prospects, we just gave up a slew of prospects in the Cano deal. So we're trying to replace them.
I get that. Okay, I get you're trying to get prospects back, but you're in win now mode, so replacing an ace level starter, you can't replace that if you're in win now mode.
I'm going to say this now. I think Syndergaard's career will be short because I think he's going to hurt himself.
I could see that.
He scares me. He's a risky
because
player.
He throws so hard.
He's a risky player.
And he's just not.
I don't mind trading him as long as for the right price. I don't think it's preposterous that we're exploring options.
I don't think they should just because the way they set up this roster. It's a win now roster. It's not. Let's wait. They're in no position to rebuild.
If we can get the prospects, I think we do it.
Would you want to do that for the season coming up?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. We can replace him. I keep saying this.
How? With who?
Collectively, we can replace him.
Collectively?
Yes.
You can only start one pitcher at a time.
DeGrom, Wheeler, Matz, Lugo, or Gazelman, and we can sign someone.
Alright, so this whole Real Muto thing. Is it worth trading? You'd give up Syndergaard, you get Real Muto, and probably some prospects from some other team.
That 3-team trade is seeming kind of BS to me. I don't think it's going to happen. But we are pushing very aggressively for Real Muto. Marlins are kind of being pain in the butt, though, because what I heard is they're wanting us to jack up the price, or they're going to trade him to like the Phillies or the Yankees or something. So,
well, yeah.
We actually wouldn't even give up Syndergaard in that deal unless it was a 3-team trade, which I don't think is going to happen because the Yankees won't do it because they'd have to give up Andujar and probably another prospect like Estevan Florial. I don't think they'll do it. What's more likely is that the Mets would trade Nimmo or Conforto or Rosario to get Real Muto, and then we would replace, if we trade an outfielder, we would sign AJ Pollock to replace that spot that we would create there.
Still, like,
we're only gonna do the deal if it's the right deal, and worst comes to worst, we go defense heavy at catcher, and we sign Martin Maldonado, which is fine. But I like our new GM exploring options for sure.
Yeah, one thing I don't get with a lot of these GMs.
We're trying to win right now, so
I get that, but some of the GMs in all sports, not just the majors, not just whatever, they come in and they just start. What do they start doing? They start doing some Brandon type stuff. You don't know Brandon. Brandon is one of our friends who plays Madden with us, and all he does is just trade and just do a bunch of ridiculous things. A lot of these GMs come in and they just do stuff just to do stuff and get their name out there. They don't do it for the best interest of the club, for the future, for the present. They just do it just to do it and make headlines. That's what this Cano Diaz trade. You guys don't need a closer.
Yeah, we do. What are
you
talking
don't.
about?
You guys only won 70 games. The closer's not gonna come out that much. Cano, you trading for a 35-year-old?
What are you talking about right now? We do need a closer.
But you guys
that was why we lost so many games, because we couldn't close them.
You traded Familia.
Oh yeah, because he was going to be a free agent and he wasn't that good. We needed to move on from him.
There are bigger needs than a closer.
No. You don't know how bad the back end of the bullpen was. We would have had 90 wins if our bullpen wasn't so crappy. I promise you that. I can't tell. I will watch my team like almost no matter what. I stopped watching because I got tired of us going up 3-1, 3-2, 4-1, whatever, and then here comes the 6th, 7th, 8th inning, and there it goes. And it was just so frustrating. It happened, there was literally a time where it was like 5 days in a row I watched that, and I was like, I'm done. This is so stupid. Like, we would get a lead, and the 8th inning would come, and I'd be like, this is going to be a leadoff hit. There it goes, and that's going to be a home run. Yep, and there goes the lead. All right. Well, I guess I'll go sit in the corner and cry now. That happened literally all the time. We had June where we went 4-19 or whatever, and that's all that happened that month is we just blew leads. And Porter Grom only had 9 wins, should have had like 25 because of the bullpen, just blowing leads left and right.
I think I'm not discounting Edwin Diaz. I'm just saying you guys have, I think, you need more hitters. You guys have the pitching. You guys have the pitching.
We still need another bullpen arm. That's for
yes,
sure.
you need it. Yes,
closer was a big need. We didn't have people to close games.
What's the point of signing Cano though? Not signing Cano. Trading for Cano as well. Like you have.
We needed a big bat.
Jeff McNeil.
We needed a big
bat. Is
bat.
he a second baseman?
He's an infielder.
Okay.
He's likely to be a very high usage backup option, is what I'm seeing. So Cano is going to hit third and Nimmo will lead off, is what I've heard. And outside of that, Conforto will probably be, I would guess, in the cleanup spot. Whatever outfielder we get, who knows.
Yeah, the Mets are in an interesting situation. I don't.
There's still there's some more work to do with the team.
They should not even think about trading Syndergaard. You can't replace him.
For the right prospects, I think we should.
That would just contradict what you're doing, though. What you've been done. Well, you just offloaded all, but some of your best prospects who you guys have a really thin farm. You have a really thin farm system already.
We can make up for getting rid of Syndergaard.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to see over these next few days. See what the.
Remuto is rumored to be traded by the end of this week, for sure.
Yeah, the Marlins they're gonna get an offer they can't refuse anymore. They can't keep. They have to cash in on Real Moonton right now. There's no point. What else do we have? Mad Bum trade talks.
Yeah, that's not much news. We could probably skip over
that. Doesn't mean anything. Yeah. The Giants are just a mess, kind of. So, Brandon Hyde, the new Orioles manager.
Orioles are still trash. Move on.
I don't even know who that is. This is interesting. Brian Cashman reportedly has a burner account on Twitter.
That's just social media noise. We don't need to read too much into that. I think just about everyone has a burner account. So
that's true. I mean, they gotta see who people are saying about him. Try to chime in, put a few cents in. Blue Jays, staying with baseball. Blue Jays cut Tulo yesterday. They still owe him $38 million.
See, there's an option for the Mets right there. If we end up trading Rosario and getting Realmuto, we could sign Tulowitzki.
Wouldn't be a bad sign.
There we go.
Really anyone. I mean, he's been hurt.
Yeah, my only fear with that is the Mets love to bring in the old guys that have injury histories that used to be good, like 3 or 4 years ago, and then it never works out. So that's the only fear I have with that. But if we end up trading Rosario for Realmuto, Tulowitzki's an option. And there's also some other options out there. Forget some names, but there's definitely other shortstops that we can replace.
Interesting though. Blue Jays giving up. They still owe him close to $40 million. I mean, that must really tell them that they really don't want to deal with him anymore.
I mean, yeah.
Been hurt a lot. Just not a good situation. What else is going on in MLB? other than not Mad Bum, Syndergaard. Oh yeah, duh. McCutchen signed yesterday with the Phillies. 3 years, $50 million.
That takes them out of the running for Bryce Harper, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't see how they have the money to do that. They could.
Yankees are out on Bryce Harper. I know the Mets are still in the running. I don't know who else is in the running though. I don't even know who's in the running for Machado at this point. I'm like, the market for Harper and Machado is really, really muddy right now.
Yeah, I mean, the Dodgers have to be in on one of them. The Dodgers, the Yankees. I mean,
the Yankees ruled out Harper, so
just because they have all that money, they can just spend. I mean, they're gonna get $300 million. It's free agency. Like, they may not deserve it, especially with Machado and all that postseason drama he had with Jesus Aguilar and Harper not playing up to the standard that we all kind of expected. But it's free agency.
Not that good,
it's free agency. Teams will overpay to get a good player. You've seen it before. You see in the NBA, they're paying bench players $12 million off the bench. Like, guys that don't.
$12 million is not a bad price for.
They're not. They're not worth that much. But it's free agency. People will overpay.
Price for a good bench player. It's actually almost a bargain, honestly.
I mean, the Phillies could. I mean, that's not that much. $50 million.
I know, but still.
Oh, you want to hear something funny?
How much room they got in that outfield?
I don't know.
They have Hoskins and McCutchen.
Herrera. Hoskins play first. Yeah, that'd be an interesting little managing thing they have to do. Oh, so what was interesting? They were talking about the Mets yesterday on MLB Network, and they were saying how they don't spend their money and things like that. The owners just don't spend money. They were talking about how their low budget of $150 million in payroll. That is like so much money compared to the Rays. Last year, the Rays
we're a New York team. That is a small budget for a New York team, if we're being real.
The Rays have spent $35 million on payroll last year. That's it. It's chump change.
Yeah, well.
We did better than the Mets, too. So, take that for what it's worth. Kevin Cash. Oh, man, I got something stuck in my throat there. The Rays, though,
didn't make playoffs, though. So.
Well, you didn't either, so,
Yeah, well.
it's whatever. It's, All right, moving on. The Rays. Gotta talk about the Rays. I've heard they're looking at players such as Nelson Cruz, filling that DH spot, that Crone had, but we got rid of him just cause I don't know. We're at, what are we at? 23 minutes right now? Yeah, so that's not bad. Also, Charlie Morton is an interesting name that I'm actually I would like to have Charlie Morton. I think he's
gonna go back to being 4.5 ERA. So
I mean, he's worth a shot.
Astros were doing out there. Astros were doing some funky stuff with that pitching staff. Guarantee it. There's no way Charlie Morton goes from 4.5 to 2.5 just like that. Oh yeah, the weather's nice in Houston, and it's really it's making me play better.
Maybe the AC on high or something in Houston, on high, blowing in or something. He just cranked up his velocity like that came out of nowhere. Oh, okay. Not the Blue Jays. The Dodgers are rumored to be exploring options for Puig. Now that is interesting.
That's basically like we're tired of having this headache. Who else wants him? That's basically what that is.
I mean,
he gives you production, but
that would be a beautiful fit for the Rays.
Yeah.
Give
him a little edge that they don't have. They don't have an edge.
Well, we had Carlos Gomez last year. He was our spazzy player. He's still young, still produces. You can see him have lots of fun on the baseball field. That'd be interesting. Rays have the prospects to do it. The Rays need to be aggressive-ish, cautiously aggressive. What's this? Oh, okay. All right, so we're gonna switch gears here. Switch gears completely, actually. So Tom Brady and the Patriots have had a a decent season for them.
It's been a good season.
It's been a good season.
It's been the usual, they look bad early on and they catch fire, and then they have a few losses at the end of the year that you're like, oh, well, maybe they're not that legit.
And then they come in the playoffs and then destroy
everyone.
And
as you know, I'm sure they'll be in the Super Bowl. It's standard.
It's Patriots things. But you have to look at Tom Brady.
And his arm drive.
He's 41 years old.
Throwing turf missiles nowadays.
He's out there throwing some ducks. He just can't get the ball to his receivers quick enough. You can say it's because he's old. You can say whatever you want. I mean,
it is because he's old.
It is. It's there, and he's been good.
We're starting to watch Peyton Manning 2.0 at the end of the year.
Oh, God, that's not even close.
Not even Peyton close.
Manning.
No, we're starting. I said starting.
Peyton Manning was throwing lollipops all over the football field.
Starting.
I don't know how
Peyton Manning was at a disadvantage because of the neck surgery he had, so that probably had an effect on him later. But as far as Brady goes,
I guess. But yeah, the Patriots offense has been kind of weird.
Brady will play until he literally cannot throw anymore. So I mean, as long as he can throw, he's gonna play.
Yeah, I mean, he'll.
I wouldn't be surprised if Patriots win the Super Bowl this year. I wouldn't be surprised to see Gronk, Brady, and Belichick all retire. It would not surprise me one bit.
Nope. I think so. I mean,
I think Gronk needs to retire after this year. Either way, no matter what happens.
Gronk?
Yeah, he's not in it anymore.
He's definitely lost a step.
He's
for sure.
More than lost a step. He's lost a lot of steps.
All right, relax. He's not like.
No, he's lost a lot of steps.
He's always been slow.
Yeah, but he's even slower.
He's always been slow.
And he's always had 73 speed, man. Now it's 60. That man cannot move. He cannot move. Oh. He's got issues. I mean, he's pulling a Tyler Eifert. He's got back issues. He just doesn't move as well anymore.
Is he still in the league? Eifert?
Yeah, he's on IR. The back injury.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go.
He can't move anymore. He doesn't get any more separation. He doesn't have the same burst he had, because even when he was, he's always been slow, but he's always been able to get separation. Can't even do that anymore. The only reason he's still doing good is because of just sheer size and physicality.
He's always kind of done it with that, though.
I think he'll probably go just like Brady until the wheels fall off, and until he literally just can't play anymore.
He would be fun to watch.
He's gonna try to stay as long as Brady's there, but I don't think he's gonna be able to. I don't think he's gonna be able to stay.
Once they all retire, Belichick, Brady, Gronk, and all that, maybe an Edelman, but he would be a really fun person to watch on TV.
Yeah,
like some NFL Network or ESPN or whatever. I don't know. Throw him out on a TV set. I'm watching it. He's just such a spaz. Him and Rex Ryan on whatever that's called, Sunday morning or whatever.
Sunday NFL Countdown?
Yes, that would be great, because they would just be chirping each other all the time. Two kind of large egos guys.
Oh, I love Rex Ryan.
You love Rex Ryan?
Yeah, Rex Ryan's still a homie. Still.
Oh God, he's a walking meme. Him and his brother are walking memes.
Okay, well, he brought us to 2 AFC championships. I can't. We had a good run back then. I like everything that he says. I usually agree with. I don't know. I still like his football mindset.
Look where that's got him. I mean, he's working on TV, so he's doing all right for himself. But yeah, Patriots. I mean, they'll probably do well. They may even win the Super Bowl. Their roster is not anywhere near it was the last few years, but the coaching and the offense will still be all right, pretty much until Brady and Belichick retire there. What else is going on? Oh, we have Darrell Henderson declaring for the draft. Whip-de-doo.
He's supposed to be pretty legit.
I don't know anything about him. I don't know.
I mean, he's you always see all these stud running backs come out of college. He's just one of those, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna go shift back to baseball here. No, that's what we're doing.
Are we done?
Well, you went like this to me. So.
I mean, it's getting kind of long, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is. So yeah, we're gonna sign off here. We'll talk to you guys in the future, and drive safe.
Drive safe. ripping the end off. That was.
All right, one more thing.
All right, we have a question.
Okay.
Very pressing question. Is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer? Yes or no?
I think he will be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, he's changing his mind.
No, I did not change my mind.
Oh, we pressed the record and he changes his mind.
I did not change my mind.
No.
I would not. Listen, hear me out. Eli Manning will get a Hall of Fame solely because he's won the 2 Super Bowls.
In epic fashion.
That's it.
He's
not a good quarterback. He's not a quarterback I would have wanted at all during his time. He's not. He's not been a great quarterback.
You're a spoiled little Packers fan, but you are.
He's not. I would not want him on my team.
A lot of teams would be thankful to have Eli Manning.
I would not be one of those people.
Yeah, because you had Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre as a Packers fan, so...
What? We were bad back before them. We were real bad.
Oh, yeah.
Real bad.
Oh, what was that, like 30 years ago?
We were real bad. No, but he's just not a guy I would want. Not anymore. I don't even think in his prime. I wouldn't even want him. Like, he's not that good. He's never been that good.
Either way, definitely a Hall of Famer, just because of the 2 Super Bowls.
I think I compare him to Troy.
I think he's a fine quarterback.
I would compare him to Troy Aikman. Same kind of thing. Not a great player. Just had the pieces around him to get the Super Bowl wins. He'll get in the Hall of Fame. I won't go for him.
The only thing that concerns me is what I've seen is that a lot of the Hall of Fame voters they tend to do is if there's 2 players that are in the same class that are similar, is they'll usually pick one and the other won't make it. So I have a fear that if Roethlisberger and Eli Manning are like up for it at the same time, that Roethlisberger might beat out Manning and Manning might not make it. That's my only concern there, but I definitely think Eli Manning's Hall of Fame worthy.
They can't both be in the Hall of Fame?
According to what's happened in recent history, is if there's 2 players that had similar careers, they tend to take one and not the other.
That doesn't make sense. They have the same career, then to put them both in. That makes literally no sense.
I don't know. That's what I've seen.
But what if they're aren't you on the ballot for more than 1 year? You gotta be on the ballot.
I believe so.
Yeah, so I mean they'll get in. They both have multiple Super Bowl rings. They both obviously, I don't know. They're both
kind of the same players, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they're really kind of inconsistent.
Yeah, they're basically the same player. They really are.
Big Ben's just he's kind of a linebacker out there, kind of throwing the ball. It's like a really bad version of Cam Newton.
No,
looks like Cam Newton.
No,
he looks like Cam Newton.
Stop! Don't even compare him to Cam Newton. That's not even close.
No, I'm not saying he's fast like Cam Newton. I'm saying he's built like Cam Newton.
No, not even.
He's a 6'6".
Ben Roethlisberger is like fat. Cam Newton is not fat.
I'm saying
he's
height,
athletically built.
Okay, fine. Height, weight.
Cam Newton's an athlete. Ben Roethlisberger is someone who sits on the couch and gets up on Sunday to throw the ball.
He shrugs off people, all right?
Yeah, because he's like 6'6", 260.
That's what I'm saying. He's built.
Throwing down bags of Lay's on every day of the week except for Sunday.
He's like, AB.
And he goes out there and tosses 400 yards because he has the best receivers in the world.
AB, go get my chips. My bag of Lay's over there. Well, yeah, I mean, they'll probably both.
I mean, you want to talk about a quarterback that's done well because of what's around him. I mean, Roethlisberger, man. Hines Ward, Antonio Brown, now Juju. Great
good old lines. Good old lines.
He's had Bell.
Good team around him. That helps.
Yeah.
Helps a little bit.
Good coach and Mike Tomlin. I mean, you want to talk about quarterbacks that have had good teams surrounding them? That's one right there.
Yeah, well, all right. I think that's all our ranting is for today. So, I'm going to skirt out of here. Skirt.